got vision.
Landplanters versus Bowser.
Welcome back, Forts fans, to another 1v1 replay commentary here on Synergy Gaming TV. We have got some special people for you guys today. On the left-hand side, it is Landplanters playing Pinch Fist. And on the right, another German player, also ranking top 5. It's DFC's Bowser, also playing Pinch Fist. So, as you guys know, I really enjoy hill forts. As you can see there in the chat, I think he said hell forts. I just like the fact that it forces you to build a certain way and you have to try and be more clever than your opponent. So, you can see the guys here both going for the workshop technology, both on 3 mines. But you can see Bowser here doing a little bit more base remodeling compared to that of Landplanters. Landplanters dropping in up to 4 turbines already. That seems very, very fast. We're getting a low-down sniper here. One's not going to be able to do a whole lot of anything other than pick whatever might be up here. And you can see that Landplanters is going for that buzzsaw. Unfortunately, I don't think that's the angle with the curve. As you guys know, that the buzzsaw is curved up just a little bit. I don't think that's going to be able to hit anything. But it might be there in place of when the next tier comes up. That could be his game plan. Not totally sure. You can see this turbine here is spinning a little bit slower than the rest. Now, here's a cool little trick, you guys. Something we might show a video on. But you can actually build further back here with a little bit of suspension and some ropes and actually hide your turbines right down here. There is no wind floor right here on either base. You can hide turbines in here. The wind floor doesn't exist in this little box space. So you get a couple free turbines that kind of, although it is resources to get out there, right? You got to build all the way out here and you know, ropes and things like that. But so, you know, mid to late game, not bad to put some down there if you're worried about things getting sniped. Buzzsaw taken out. You can see Bowser already putting in some serious sniper play. I love to see that. 2 turbines versus 4 turbines. Not a whole lot here. A little bit of gamer chat going on there. I love that when the players are talking to each other. Adds for a little bit of extra flavor into the replay. As long as they're not dropping F-bombs or anything too crazy. Not too bad. All right, you can see here going for storages versus Bowser going for the munitions plant. So we're going to probably see, it's very typical if you don't see a mortar rush, you're very likely to see howitzers. Howitzers, because they have that ability to adjust their power curve, that you can drop them short down on the base, or you can just increase in power and kind of adjust where on the base you want to hit. Now, I got to be honest, if you're looking at the structural integrity of the bases, Bowser's looks pretty good. Pretty straightforward. Looking pretty rigid. Come on over here to Landplanters base. I don't know, maybe like some 1960s broken down Russian factory or something, maybe. Doesn't look exactly that strong. He's getting some of the double bracing in there to hold things up. He's got the extra bracing inside the base as well. You guys can see that there. He's done a new format I've never seen before. I wonder if he did that on purpose. I've never seen that kind of strengthening before. Interesting. I like that. I like when I see some new stuff from the pros. Adds a little bit of extra zing into the commentary. But as we can see, not a whole lot happening here. We're in limbo while technology finishes. Oh, I like the quick upgrade center. I like the quick upgrade center. And this is the more common base inside of a base. Typical structure that you see here. Let's zoom in here a little bit more so you guys can take a look at whatever Landplanters has done here. You can see he's a little bit red here already. Not too bad, but this is some interesting shapery he's got going. Shapery, that's not a word. Interesting structure he's got going on there. So, yeah, I don't think I've ever cast a match that's had this much of a lull before. Yeah. So what's up? Upgrade center just finishing here for Landplanters. Munitions plant finishing there. And Bowser already placed a cannon. Getting ready to fire. Now, I'm really hoping that Landplanters isn't going to place a howitzer on top of his core. That would be very silly. But we have seen stranger things. Another guy that you should look out for, guys, is Narf03. He literally breaks all of the golden rules and all of the everything, and somehow manages to pull off insane victories. Very, very talented player. Someone else you could look into. Getting some sandbags and some doors. This is interesting. This is interesting. Fire beam prevention. Also can kind of look like turbines. That's an interesting bait. That's a multiple. That's like a really good mind game for your opponent. I quite like that. Sandbags in front of your door, you know, as the fire beam prevention. It's much cheaper than trying to get a second door on there. Very interesting. Still kind of in la la land here at the moment. Although you can see here that Bowser does have that angle to drop down almost right on top of the core, where this is not going to have any of those things. Very interesting. I have no idea what Landplanters is planning here. And he's got it faced so far. He is doing one on top of his core. Very interesting theory here. You know, I question sometimes when I see things like this, but how? These guys are top tier players. They can break all the rules, and for some reason it still seems to work out. It's amazing. It's amazing the talent these guys have. Looking here, not a whole lot going on. Just waiting on the cannons to finish. What's Bowser here? Bowser's got one done, selling off the sandbag, so we know now that something is coming. Cross doors here, very expensive. I don't know why he did crosses, other than maybe he didn't want to add the bracing here. It seems like the metal, this is a mind game as well. Cross bracing here is hidden because of this bracing here, and he didn't add a background bracing here to do vertical. I don't understand that. Bowser. This is why, you guys, that Bowser is one of my favorite players. First cannon shot of the game. Just hitting a door, doing some splash damage, nothing to be too concerned about. You can see here that Landplanters is upgrading his mine, so he's going to have that extra resources gained in, what is it, about 105 seconds? I think it is. Check out the devices tutorial video if you guys want to know the numbers on when upgraded devices, both super mines and super turbines, end up paying off. I did the math, kind of did some cool grease board stuff. You guys check that out if you want to know the numbers. Another cannon shot here, hitting the shield. This is that situation where dual cannons comes into play. This is exactly what's going to happen here when Bowser gets his second cannon happen. He's got his first one dialed in where the shield's going to be. The second one's going to come follow in right afterwards and take out 4 turbines. That's 2, 4, 6, 800 metal down the drain the next time those cannon shots come through. Landplanters firing back, hitting the door of Bowser, doing a little bit of splash damage. Nothing too crazy. There it is. Takes out the portal. Is he going to get the second shot in? It's looking like it's coming. Door's finishing. And it's through. Exactly. Exactly. 2, 4, 6, 8. 800 metal and turbines down the drain. I got to be honest with you guys. It's really nice when I'm able to predict things like that. It's really nice when that works out. All right. Cannon shot coming back through. He's like, oh, maybe I should shoot the turbines too. That's a good idea. Now you can see here that the shield wasn't in place yet. He just had sandbags there, so that cannon went right through. And his howitzer, I heard it launch, and I was planning on watching it here, but as you guys can see, it detonated in his base, so it must have hit a node. That sucks. You can see here, though, Landplanters using the shrinky-dink doors, which is a fantastic idea because they are a lot cheaper, and when you only need a specific angle of fire, you don't need big doors like that. It saves a ton of resources. You can see here Bowser taking 2 cannon shots and wiping out all of those doors. Those are expensive as well. Probably, what, 250-ish to go across there? 250 plus is probably like 180 and 150 maybe-ish. Maybe 180, 200, something like that. So that's quite a bit of metal down the drain as well. All right, you can see here that Bowser wasn't messing around. Gets the gunners out already. Gary the Gunner and his entourage takes out that howitzer shot, no problem. Cannon finished reloading, getting some more doors in place though before he decides to fire, and the cannon shot comes in. Man, it feels like these guys are Warthog. The damage being done to these doors feels quite extensive. More splash damage, but you can see here, there it is. So the repair comes afterwards. He was building a couple more things first, wanted the resources, and then repair after the things are built. A great tactic for you guys, just working your way up the ranks. Don't always spam the R key. Tactical repairing is very important. Landplanters taking out 2 turbines on top of Bowser's base. Bowser firing back and hitting Landplanters right in the meat of the base. Another cannon shot coming in here. What? threads the needle, hits the tiny, you see that? Hits this tiny little space in his base and tries to drop the front of it down there to take the accuracy out of this little small mini door tunnel that he's made. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. While we're waiting here for some action to happen, guys, I want to remind you we've got so many videos on the channel. Make sure that you're checking out the channel videos. After this one, you guys want to check out some mods. You guys want to check out some map reviews, things like that. Check out some of the map creators that are creating great content for us. Make sure to check out the videos on the channel. Cannon shots, just back and forth. Not doing much here. You can see Bowser not repairing right away, allowing the Swiss cheese. Not a whole lot taking place. He's not even repairing the stuff back here. Tactical repairing, you guys, very important. Save your resources for things that are needed. The back of the base, not really needed. All right, looking like Steve the sniper here. Or Sammy Sniper, what do we call him again? Steve? It's either Steve or Sammy. I can't remember. But picking off a couple of Gary's entourage there. A couple cannon shots, just hitting the meat. Nothing too crazy. We do got some blinkiness happening here. Landplanters being blinky. Couple tactical gunners down here below. I always like this map because it adds for kind of like the opportunity for me to have to fill in with commentary, like, you know, doing the color commentary parts of things and trying to entertain you guys while the players are strategizing here. Oh, what a shot. Did you guys see that? This guy will be Sammy over here. Sammy the sniper shot just over top of this door and picked off Steven the sniper on the other side. See, again, no repairing here right away. He knows that a shot's probably not coming. Right, 2 shots were already fired. He doesn't need to repair right away. There's nothing coming. He can finish building what he wants to build and then use the additional resources to repair the base. Very, very tactical. One of the greatest things I love about Bowser is his tactics. His ability to adapt to a game is amazing. Landplanters totally reminding me of Narf right now, where everything just looks all messed up, but he seems to be doing great anyway. Again, just hitting the meat. Nothing too crazy. Just, you know, draining his resources a bit. Nothing to be too concerned about, though. He does have 5 super mines, which is going to be 6 times 5, 30 metal per second. Did I math that right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, 6, 12, 24, 30. Yeah, I did. 5 times 5. 5 times 6, 30. Math with synergy. All right. And... yeah, not understanding the Howie shot. Unless there's going to be another Howie where he uses one Howie to bait out a Howie, but typically you'd want to use mortars for that. Again, not doing a whole lot of repairing here. He's allowing things to kind of set. He's getting that AP sniper. This is very key here. He's going to start taking out some of those gunners up there. Going for the mini gunners. I like that play. I like that play. Mini gunners, not nearly used widely enough. They are a great... investment. I like that. Instead of going shotguns, instead of dropping the army to get shotguns, he just spends the resources on... Oh! And shoots over the moon! Very, very close there. Using the minigunners once again to apply a little bit of that suppression here in the front. It's looking like Bowser's going to get some gunners put in after this gets repairing, and he'll drop the gunners in there afterwards, probably. Okay, and cannon shot hits the door. That's a lot of resources as well. Keep in mind, guys, he doesn't have... Bowser here doesn't have... he's short on 3 super turbines. Now, is that a big deal right off the bat? No. You want to make sure that you upgrade your mines when you have additional resources and you're waiting for things to finish. There's a gamble between, you know, dropping another tier 2 weapon and upgrading your turbines. So you really kind of decide if you want to play aggressive or you want to play more defensive. Upgrading your turbines being the... your mines and your turbines being the defensive option, and then obviously adding another weapon. I love the buzzsaw coming through there, takes out the tower of minigun pain, and the sniper just picks off the last minigunner. Mike the minigunner and his crew have been decimated by Bert the buzzsaw. Bert, probably not the best name. Maybe Brad. Bert. Bert's pretty good. We'll use Bert. Buzzsaw Bert. And cannon shot into the portals. You can see here Landplanters does have double portals, so he will withstand those cannon shots without dealing too much substantial damage to his energy production. However, keep in mind these portals, these shields across here, probably about 300 and change in metal, so they are expensive. That's a big investment he's placing down there for some shields. Sniper just probing out the doors. Wants to see what's going on here in the bracing, if there's anything else hanging out. Howie shot coming in. I got a weird feeling that this Howie is going to be very detrimental to this game. What a great shot there. Bowser in trouble. So there's some structural issues here. There is a hole in his base. A little bit of Swiss cheese. A little bit of hole. Not looking good. Not looking good. Very strange, because, I mean, if you look at Landplanters' base, it's like, you know, it feels like a child built it out of Lego. Oh, another great buzzsaw shot. Takes down the Tower of Doom on Landplanters' base. Bowser here still not repairing this back stuff here. Saving those resources. Making that tactical repair where he needs to. AP Sniper just doing a little bit of probing, making sure there's nothing too sneaky-breaky there. And I have no idea how that happened. Underneath here and blew out this shield and left the one in the front. And then, strange. Another big investment, though, coming in for 2 more shields, if that's going to be the case. I'd like to see Landplanters building the turbines down there, like we mentioned at the beginning of the game. He's got his turbines down here. It's a great safe space for them. He's able to... there we go. Howie shot. Let's not miss this one. And that's probably going to be GG. No. Oh, man. Did you look at this? Counterweight on the back of his base. As this connected, rather than trying to spam wood in the front, he added the counterweight so the weight of the cannons and the armored doors didn't bring the tower crashing down. Bowser. Substantially amazing play. Cannon shot, taking out some of the shields, doing more damage, takes out some of the turbines. Landplanter's not going to be as worried about this specifically because he's got some extra ones down here in a little hidey hole. Looking good. He's not even going to replace those. Guys, I cannot tell you how amazing that counterweight plan was by Bowser. That's amazing. Somebody needs to give this guy a raise. Sponsor this man. You can see here, though, that Landplanters, while his base looks like it was built by a kindergarten with paper mache, does seem to be having a controlling lead in this game. He is maintaining map space. He's got Bowser on the defensive. He's even blocking in his turbines to keep them protected. Oh, no! Landplanter's going kaplooey with his own, Harry the Howitzer. That hurts. Oh, poor dude. Doing a little bit of damage there. That's going to be something that Bowser can capitalize on with all the damage and the Swiss cheese going on his base. Those cannons, the shrapnel and the splash damage are going to do a lot more to the base when there's already Swiss cheese there. You can see a lot of holes here missing. He's got a couple windows. Checking stuff out, looking at the scenery. And the buzzsaw. Almost. If that could have hit that same spot multiple times, that probably would have taken that down. You can see Bowser here. A little bit blinky with the morph. Actually, quite blinky with the morph. Cannon shot goes through the back bracing with nothing there. Takes out the sniper. I don't know if that was a valuable shot or not. Buzzsaw going to put a little bit of pressure here. Trying to get some more gunners. But it's looking like Bowser's trying to adapt to the situation. Again, as I've mentioned, something Bowser is very good at is adapting to the game. When he's not... Well, I shouldn't say him. When any player isn't completely strung out on APM playing defense. Bowser, though, takes the cake when it comes to adapting to a game, in my opinion. Another great howitzer shot, but he's got the wood spam in the front, not doing any damage. He's got the counter right here to make sure that if any of this chunk of base gets taken out, he's got the weight back here to maintain the proper base balance so his base doesn't topple forward. This is something very important. I know a lot of players will use ropes, but you can do the exact same thing by moving the weight of your base backwards so that when the front gets taken out, it doesn't instantly collapse. That was an amazing shot. Oh no, that is not good. Things are going explodey face. It's looking like Landplanters has lost the map control in this situation. Bowser's base might look a little bit like Swiss cheese, but he absolutely has stolen back the map control in this match. Double buzzsaw sitting up top here, and a cannon shot taking out a sandbag. That, my friends, is a very bad trade. Howie shot coming in a little bit lower than usual, uses the defensive cannon. Bowser coming in with the plays. Buzzsaws shooting at nothing. Another buzzsaw shooting at metal. All right. What a shot from Bowser. It's like, oh, I'll just use my cannon and shoot a howitzer out of the air. Amazing. Steve? Steve's on this side, right? Steve the sniper, putting in some work. He's got Sammy there rebuilding, and we'll just call that dude Sucker because he's gonna get shot too. Oh, the door snipe! Oh, that was amazing. Oh, Bowser with the old 1-2. He's going to be in trouble. Landplanters feeding a shot right back to him. Howie shot coming in there. Takes it down. Goes kaplooey kaplowy. Are we going to see some explosions? We are. And he takes down the base with a door snipe. Oh, what a game. I cannot believe that. That was an amazing match, you guys. Wow. I did not see that coming. I thought Bowser had this one in the bag. Well done, Landplanters. Guys, that is Landplanters versus Bowser. Pinch Fist versus Pinch Fist.
Candy